Hey everybody, Nicholas the Mad here. I'm going to show you a few replays that are all going to be featuring Panzer light tanks. A couple of them are kind of funny. Um, one of them was very scary for me, but we'll get to that one last. In this one, we're in the Panzer 38T Tier 3 German light tank. We're in an encounter battle on Himmelsdorf. Look at the team matchups before we get started here. We have a tank destroyer, which is top tier, and then a bunch of light tanks. 14 light tanks. The enemy team have a medium, which is top tier, 3 tank destroyers, and then light tanks. So, kind of strange. I had never been in a match like this up to this point since getting out of Tier 1, so I wasn't sure what to make of it. But it was absolutely hilarious once things got rolling. I'm not the focus, but you're going to see everything from my point of view. But keep an eye on the map, keep an eye on the progression of the battle, and just enjoy. Here we go. So, first intentions are we're going to come up, we're going to roll around, we're going to go up the hill. So, we get turned around here. And I will say that the 38T is slow to respond on shifting between forward and reverse, either direction. But we're going to roll up here, and 2 other tanks are going to beat us to the top of the hill. But that's okay. We're one of the first 3. When we get up here, the BT gets up there, and there's nobody coming up yet. And we got 3 more light tanks coming up behind us. So we're going to roll around to this side of the castle, just in case anybody tries to roll a flank. So we see 2 Toldies, and he gets tracked, but I don't get aimed down in time to take advantage of that. But still put a good shot into him. 55 damage, not bad. Pretty good start. And that little Czechoslovakian light tank has absolutely no interest in coming up here, and he just gets rolled over. And so does his Toldi friend. Or no, that was the Panzerjäger was down there. Sorry. There's the Toldi, and he meets the same fate. So, and I don't know if you've noticed, but there's been one very goofy-looking conversation going on in chat. I'm going to put a shot into the rubble there, and we're going to find our target and put another shot into the rubble, because RNG. So we're going to follow these guys down the road here, and look at this. It's 7-1. We've lost 1 tank. And they've just lost another one. And we put a shot into that Toldi. And we put another shot into that Toldi. And our friendly Toldi kind of gets in the way. That one went whizzing right past his turret, completely missed him. But he gets down there. They lose a cruiser 2. They lose one of their tank destroyers. It just keeps rolling. It is now 12-2. They have 3 light tanks left, and those 3 light tanks are nowhere near each other to be able to support each other. So we come around the corner here, and we're going to try to get over there and do some damage to that cruiser. He's going to take out our tank destroyer. Thanks to some failed driving, we miss our opportunity. The BT finishes him off. Alright, so missed opportunity. And there goes another one. And their M3 Steward is all the way at the other end of the map, so there's no chance of getting to him. We're now just driving around. And he does take out our Panzer 1C. Right, so that one was absolutely ridiculous. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Okay, so in this one, bottom tier, standard battle Malinovka, and I'm platooned up with my buddy Mechmerk. And you're going to see something here that, I'm in the Panzer 38 NA this time, so we've upgraded. But you're going to see something happen here that I personally had never seen happen like this before, and I haven't seen it since. So I'm going to give you a full range of view as Mechmerk rolls behind me, and there they are. Look at that. I'm going to pause it real quick. Look at that. That's 3 Panzer I-Cs, a Panzer 38 NA, leading the charge across the field. There's a Hetzer covering them from directly behind. So it's the German armor brigade. It's the Wehrmacht. They're coming for us. They're going to get us. And if you look all the way over there to the right, back behind, there's a Churchill sitting back there, waiting to pick off scraps. And look at us. We've just barely deployed. We're spread out all over the place, but we're still tightly together. This is their artillery's wet dream. So I'm just going to let this play out. Now I'm going to admit, I see that Panzer 38 and that Panzer I coming at me. I panic a little bit. So I shouldn't have shot. I should have just backed off. Now I'm eating damage from all directions. I've taken one guy out, but that's all I could do. Mechmerk couldn't help me any. You know, we're doing what we can to try to dig our way out of this, and it's not good. So, I mean, we lost 2 guys, myself included in that. And like I say here in the chat, I have never seen a field rush like this on this map. So, I have no idea what happened there. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen. And now everybody's just kind of disoriented. They don't know what to do exactly. We got some people that are still rolling towards the hill over there. And yeah, it's a mess. So that was about the end of that one, though. Let's go on to the next one. So here we are in a very camo-less Panzer 38 NA, and we're mid-tier on a standard battle on Sand River. And I'm telling the team, all right, I've got no camo. I'm going to scout north. Now I'm going to blow up the map here, and I want you to watch what happens. So we're going to roll across the gap here, and we're going to take a line straight north. And you can see I've got really good view range in this tank, and then when I'm stationary with the binoculars, I get almost maximum view range. I almost hit the view range cap. I would if I had 100% crew, but I don't. So, roll around that last sand dune, and there's the mountains. But before we go in there, we're going to see if anybody from the other team is coming up here to meet us, because I'm way ahead. Now, before I do, I want you to look. There's a Czech medium tank. There's an M4. There's a KV-1 and a KV-1S. And yes, believe it or not, that Marder 38T is also a part of this lemming train to the north. I have started something that I thought, at first, when I saw it, was terrible. I thought, oh God, we're going to lose. Especially when the rest of the enemy's tanks started popping up. But I'm going to crest this hill here, and I'm going to see if anything's going to roll up into the mountains to meet us. So we peek up over, and yep, there's a light tank. All right, well, if there's a light tank there, he's probably got support. He's not going to go on his own, right? And down in the valley, we got an M4 and a T-28. We just lost our Marder 2. There's an M2 medium down there. We just lost our Crusader. Alright, well, let's see what kind of opposition we get up here. Hey, we got one! Oh God, a Panzer I-C. Okay, alright. Let him shoot at the other guys. Roll around here. Lock target. Fire. Hit. Bounce everything he throws at us. Hit him again. Look at the ramp. Look at the ramp. Did you see that? Took him off his tracks completely. I almost completely lost it when that happened. So we're going to back off, and Our heavies and our medium decided to go around the south side of the ridgeline. The martyr followed me around. So we're going to get up in front of him because we can beat him to the top of this hill. And there's our M4. He followed as well. So the KV-1, the KV-1S, and the Czech medium are already rolling down through the east town, and they're going to head straight for the cap. And there's only a KV-1S in their way. So the odds are in their favor. And I am recklessly driving my way down through here. I want to get down there as quickly as possible. I'm not going to do anything to that KV-1S, but I want to get into the cap with these guys. Because they might need my view range to see what's coming if anything turns around to come back and try to stop the cap. So, somebody rolls into our cap. It's at T28. He rolls in one side. I tell these guys to get in the cap. The guy rolled in one side and out the other. Now we can see a KV-1 down there, and our KV-1S is going to go engage him. In the meantime, our two guys here in the cap are going to sit here and fire long range at him. So they start pumping shots out that way. I make sure to stay in the cap circle to help with the cap count. And if you look at the timer, there's no way that we're going to lose this one. I feel sorry for anybody that we robbed of experience or credits here, but that's it. That's the game. We just won that one. That's not all. I got one more. Remember when I said I had one serious one in here for you? Well, this one scared the crap out of me. This is, as you're going to see shortly in the chat, my first assault. I am the only tier 4 on either team in a tier 7 match. I am crapping my pants. Oh, and by the way, we're on the attacking side. So, I'm going to do what I can. What is my role? I'm a scout tank. I've got good view range. I'm going to use it. I'm going to do what I can to spot as many targets for us as possible. One saving grace, we've got 3 artillery, and they were pretty good. So this one's a little bit of a long one. But a lot happens. So we're going to roll over here. We're going to try to crest the dunes. See what's in the town over there by their flag. And yep, there's a Type 64 and a Stug 3. Stug 3G. Alright, well there's 2 things that can really mess up my day. So we're going to back way off. Our artillery's already putting shots in down there. Other guys are up on ridge lines putting shots in. Some damage has been done. You get a little bit of fail driving as I get hung up on that rock, but I'm shaking at the keyboard right now. Crest again, and there's that Stug again. All right, back off, back off, back off. Get down here behind that rock. They've got artillery too. I do not want to fall victim to artillery that is 3 tiers higher than me. Speaking of 3 tiers higher than me, there's an IS-2. You want to talk about getting your day ruined? That guy can do it. Alright, we're 1-1. I am really not in the mood to try to peek out there and get eyes on that IS-2 for anybody. But he's spotted. He's well spotted. So, I'm not spotting any targets here. I need to find somewhere else to go. Get a little bit of a traffic jam there. Now I'm going to move off. We're going to head to the west. See if there's anybody around the western flank that we can spot that the other guys can't. Come over the hill here. See if anybody shows up there. Nothing. Alright. Keep rolling. And keep an eye down there about G1. Because something just shot at us. Is it that IS-2? No. What's shooting at these guys? There's an IS-7 way over there. Nope, that's that IS-2. Sorry. IS-7, good God, no. There he is. There's a KV-1 lurking over there, and he's cresting that dune, putting shots into our guys down here. We didn't see him until we got stationary. The binocular telescope kicked in. So, alright, so there's a KV-1 over there. And he's raining death on anyone that tries to come around the western flank. Alright, we can't go that way. Let's take stock of the situation here. Can we see the KV-1? If he's over that ridge line, we should be able to see him. Nope, nope, nope. That was artillery. We're not hanging around there anymore. No, 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 no. We're getting out of here. Screw that noise. We're going back to the middle. Alright. And there's the KV-1. He just popped up again. Alright. Well, let's see if we can do anything to help over here in the middle again. There goes that Type 64 we spotted forever ago. We'll come up along the ridge line here, see if anything shows up. And yep, there's a Chaffee. Alright. So we know where their scouts are. We're winning pretty handily here. It's 6-2. Contemplate going across here, but I don't need to get in there. We got a Jackson up front. We got an Oni up front. And we got 2 more heavies coming down through the far eastern corridor. So we're going to head back to the middle. Not doing a whole lot here. It's 7-2. It's still anybody's game, really. Now it's 8-2. Still, we can lose this one. I've seen it happen. And I see that our west is completely open. So we're going to go look in the western flank, and we're going to see if anybody's trying to sneak around behind us. It could be hunting for our artillery. They take our artillery out, and suddenly we've lost some serious firepower. Then somebody starts pinging the map right about now, I think. Any second now. So I'm looking our flank here. There it is. Our SU-14-1 is telling me, hey, go look down there where that KV-1 was. If you can get eyes on him, I can hit him. And he is sitting, if you notice, over there at A8. He's sitting in a pretty good spot. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to go look for him. I'm going to go do my job. I'm going to locate that guy. Holy crap. Holy crap. I don't want to get shotgunned by that. No, 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 no. So, if I could insert Benny Hill music here, I would. But it was a little more serious, and I'm not going to take the time to do it. This guy is hot on my ass. And the KV-1 is right there. He's putting shots at me, too. Neither one of them's hit me so far. I've lost sight of the KV-1. I'd really like to be spotting him for artillery, but I've got problems of my own. So I'm kiting this guy back to the rest of our team. Like, get him off me, get him off me, get him off me. And we're in the cap. It's just that Crusader, another artillery, the GW Panther, and the KV-1. So I'm out of here. I'm getting out of this. I'm going to go sit in the cap. I could, if I hadn't run into that rock, I could have gone down into the corner and possibly scouted that out. Of course, if I'd have gotten down there, that GW Panther could have completely ruined my day. But nope, we're going to sit in the cap. We're going to get some capture points. And the whole team is just slowly swarming over to that corner. There he is. There is the GW Panther. And I'm like, wow, intense, guy. Good game, guys. And I'm just sitting there. And that's it. That's the game. But that was the scariest thing I've ever experienced. So yeah, I hope you really enjoyed those. Especially the ones where I was running around either not really doing a whole lot to support the team, but witnessing a lot of funny moments, or running away from the enemy that was 3 tiers higher than me, scared for my life. as far as light tanks go, this is probably my favorite one. I've not had a lot of enjoyable experiences in light tanks, but this one's been a whole lot of fun. Um, Mechmerk, first time he saw it, he didn't know what it was, and he calls it the clown car, and I've kind of taken that to heart. So um, it is very tiny. Um, it's it's very fast though, and I really like that, and it's got a decent gun, uh, especially for a Tier 4 light tank. So it's going to be a sad day when I finally go to sell this one. But I'm moving up in the world on the German tech tree. I want to get up to the Tiger. This is the way I got to go there. So I hope you enjoyed this, and we'll see you next time.